What is going on, guys? We are back with more Primetime franchise as the Falcons in the huge YouTube league, quote-unquote YouTube. It's a lot of people are streaming and recording this stuff, so it's pretty fun to be a part of it. We are the 7-6 Falcons. I believe we are we 1-1 since taking over, or 2-1? I can't honestly remember. Either way, we're trying to make the playoffs, and you can see our opponent is the 5-8 Niners. Not having that bad of a season considering, in my opinion, top three, not even really an opinion, top three worst roster in the league. I would say 100%. So early on, we'll see if we can try to prove that true. But once again, our defense not doing so well early on, giving up a huge play of 20 or more on the screen. 3rd and 7, though, we're looking at a decent position because we can actually get off the field early. Is that going to be the case? And it does appear to be, as it is 4th and inches. So there he actually tried to get us offside with a pump fake. But of course in this league, it's sim-based, so you do have to punt. Or you can use your one fake field goal or punt for the day. And on 2nd down, after the 1st down drop by Stephen Ridley, Tevin Coleman gets the 1st down. As you might know, we lost Devontae Freeman last week, I believe, and Deion Jones in the same game, which is very rough. Julio Jones, though, never going to get injured. At least I hope not, because you could see he's a huge threat for us on offense. After losing Devontae Freeman, we really need a guy like Julio to continue to step up, as he did there on a 69-yard touchdown reception. 1st and 10, a screenplay. Not really going to get by us. This new guy we got off the free agency, he's really fast. He's 6'3". He's kind of young. Just doesn't have the awareness as Deion Jones. Not quite as fast, but with that height, he kind of is similar. Jimmy Garoppolo here out, so Colin Kaepernick is in, and I believe it is an injury for the rest of the game, and his first throw is an interception to said linebacker, like we mentioned. Very solid player. I'm looking to have him on the team for the future, so might have found ourselves like number 2 or number 1 potentially over Deion Jones for the foreseeable future. 2nd and 3, throwing over to Roddy White for a 1st down, easy as pie there. And on 1st and goal, throwing over the middle, Jacob Tamme gets hit, and he fumbles, and it's down to the 1-yard line. Lots of fumbling and bumbling, and it does get recovered down at the 1, and Tevin Coleman walks in for the touchdown just about. So Tevin Coleman having a decent game so far. In, of course, replacement of Devontae Freeman for the rest of the season. Throwing a 1st and 10 into the blitz. Throws almost an interception, so Colin Kaepernick not really having a great start to his day. Another blitz coming, and Anderson gets yet another interception on the play. Well, not on the play, but in the game. But he does pick the ball off on that play. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. First quarter, we already have a 14-0 lead. Something we need to keep, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to extend it to 20+0. Looking very good so far, but it is early in the game. You don't want to get cocky, as you can see Frank Gore not going down easily. He is going to get the 1st down. He does. So I believe that is the first down for the Niners. No, it is not. It is not the first down. There was a couple more. Running the ball, which is honorable. Down 21-0. Most teams wouldn't expect that. So good thing to keep yourself in your scheme, whether or not you are needing it. And the free safety comes up with the pick there. Not looking good for Colin Kaepernick. Jimmy Garoppolo was playing all right, and then Colin Kaepernick comes in and screws it all up for them. But someone that's not screwing it all up for us, for anyone, is Tevin Coleman, other than the opposing defenses. He's played very well in replacement of Devontae Freeman. Look at the secondary route. Jacob Tamme is going to run his way through the middle of the field for a touchdown. Great ability to get out of the pocket and extend the play. 1st and 10 gets sacked by Rashid Hagman. 2nd and 18. Could it be another sack? It is not. It is thrown to the top of the field and almost caught, but not quite. So Colin Kaepernick, 3 picks, 0 for 5. 3rd and 18. Here it comes, and almost intercepted again. The receivers aren't getting open. The throws aren't on target. Nothing seems to be going right for the Niners, and except for almost there where it should have probably been a fumble, Matt Ryan does take a hit from behind. So on 2nd and 10, they get sacked. 3rd and 10, what is it going to be? It's going to be a reception of Julio Jones. That is a great play down the field Matt Ryan have a really solid game so far. Speaking of someone who has had a solid game, Tevin Coleman catching the screen, hit immediately, runs outside, and he scores for the 3rd time in the game. Tevin Coleman having an amazing game. 35-0 before the first half is over. So I don't know what the Niners can do to get back into this game, but let's see if they can do it. Frank Gore gets a nice burst up the middle. So once again, sticking to the run game would be the smart move here, as everything else really hasn't worked except for there where it's a great throw over the middle. Not bad. Starting to get down the field. 3rd and 7. However, a run play hit hard is going to be 3 points, so there will be no shutout on the field today, and that would end the first half. Tevin Coleman going to try to run the ball here. I'm going to try to get out of announcer mode a little bit. Basically, I know you guys are probably like, oh, there's plenty of time left in the game, but basically we just run the ball out. I wasn't trying to be cocky. I wasn't trying to keep him away from the ball. I don't know the rules in this league, but I didn't want to run up the score too much. I obviously, like the way his team was playing on defense, I probably could have put up 300-400 yards with Julio Jones. That would just make me look like a little sleaze, though. Everyone else can go ahead and be little sleazes, which I think there is kind of a little bit of a rule in place where you don't run up the score unless you are in like an actual battle. But here, our team just outmatched his by a lot, and we were just calling the right plays. I don't know what to tell you. We actually played a really solid game here. Defensively, that's really where it came down to. The inside of the field was pretty much locked down, and the outsides, of course, the corners are actually really solid for our team. So you can see the clock is just draining away. We took away the whole 3rd quarter. We're still moving the ball, so, I mean, we're taking away a lot of this game. 1st and goal. Down to the 8-yard line, and we have ourselves a touchdown. Look at Tevin Coleman for what, his 4th total touchdown on the game, I believe. Unless that was Ridley, I don't think so. I would assume that was 4 touchdowns on the game, and almost intercepted over the middle of the field. Trying to get a little bit of pride points here. 42-3 is not looking good, but if you get a nice touchdown near the end, great catch there on the outside. Maybe you go into the next week feeling all right. I would assume, I mean, if I was the GM, I would tank. And that's going to be the 3rd interception for Anderson. Thank God he didn't get hurt. Last time we had a guy with 3 interceptions in a game, Deion Jones, that is, got hurt, and he's out for pretty much the season. And look at Tevin Coleman. He is filling in for Devontae Freeman so well, and the game is basically ended, but Tevin Coleman continues to run the ball properly. We do have to give the ball away. And most likely this game is over. 1st and 10 and sack. So just overall a great game. Coming into next week, where I believe this game we won puts us up to 8-6, which once again, like I think, does put us in the playoffs at the moment. We are in the wild card, but of course there's still 2 more games. We could lose both and just lose it all, or we could win both and take the division. Who knows? In real life, I think we are about to play our Week 17 game, so pretty insane. Wait, are we? Yeah, I think we're about to play our Week 17 game. I don't even remember who I have, but there's a decent chance at the playoffs, as we have the wild card spot as of right now. There's one team and one team only that can take it away from us. It is the Vikings. I think the other teams are like 6-8 or worse, so I don't think those guys have any chances at it. But look at that. The first half in general, scored a ton of points, became the nice guys in the second half. We could have obviously run up the score, gotten a ton of XP, but that's just not me. I would say subscribe to Chase, but he didn't give me a anything to follow or any of that. So hope you guys enjoyed the video at least, and hopefully Chase gets a nice draft pick next year. I don't know what his pick situation is looking like, but hopefully he gets a nice draft pick and draft someone solid. I would assume Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be a starter. The injury was only for one game, but overall we had a really solid game. He didn't play too bad himself. Colin Kaepernick, I mean, it's hard in general when you're in the Niners, but when Colin Kaepernick's forced starter, it's not looking good. Very proud of Tevin Coleman, who had 4 touchdowns on the game, I believe. Not even I believe, I'm 100% sure. 4 touchdowns on the game, which is absolutely amazing. Definitely check out the rest of this series. Well, rest of the series is in the rest of the season coming up soon. I don't know how the playoffs and all that are going to work. So, stay tuned for all of that. And, of course, we are going to have a rebuild of the Jets. Yes, the Jets. It's going to be out a little bit later today, so definitely check that out as well. If you're enjoying this series, you can leave a like. That always helps. I'd love the likes. But, leave a comment saying, I love this series, or next season you should try to trade this guy for that guy. I've been getting a couple of offers, not for players, but just people asking if there's anyone I'd like to trade on my team. I don't know if I have an answer for that yet, but, of course, I don't see us keeping Tevin and Devontae, because, yes, two running backs is nice, but one of those guys can be valuable to a team for a decent pick. But anyways, enough rambling. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!